welcome back to my channel. I missed you so much and I couldn't wait to take this video. As you can see, I am not at home. I am out having life, the best time of my life. Okay guys, when I get back to my kitchen, actually not my kitchen because I'm driving all the way to Nelspruit. When I get to my aunt's kitchen, I'm going to be teaching you, or rather I'll be helping you learn how to make fresh scones. Stay tuned and do not miss out. Okay, let's get our hands dirty in the kitchen. There is no way I'll go to Nelspruit, especially my aunt's house, and go back to Pretoria without baking for her. And also I thought, why not share this beautiful recipe with you? I know a lot of you love my scones. So many people have tasted my scones because I used to sell this back in Leidenburg. And child, I'm telling you, they were selling like hot cakes. Okay, so to start, we are going to add 14 cups of baking flour in a big mixing bowl. After adding 14 cups of flour, I'm going to add in 15 teaspoons of baking powder. Then I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of bicarbonate of soda, and I'm going to add 2 cups of sugar. Preferably I would use white sugar, but because I did not have white sugar, I decided to go with the brown sugar. Alright, don't worry about the ingredients guys. I am going to list everything down for you in the description box. You know I've got you. Okay, go in there, mix all your dry ingredients together like I am doing, and make sure that everything is just together and it is mixed well. After mixing up our dry ingredients together, we are now going to add our margarine. This is my baking margarine that I bought from Spar, just a normal Spar one. I think it's about 30 rand, 500 grams. Make sure that your margarine is not melted. It must not be melted, it must not be wet, it must just be in room temperature. In fact, it must actually be cold, you know. It must just be cold, but it must be soft enough for you to be able to work with it. Okay, so with my clean hands, I'm going to go into my bowl and rub this butter together with my hands and the flour like I am doing. We are just going to rub this together, and I'm going to add another 500 grams, meaning that this is 1 kg of butter. I hope you got that, but I am going to put everything for you on the description again. Okay, so you just have to rub the flour together with the butter together with the flour. Guys, I beg you, tip number 1, your margarine must not be melted. It must be cold like that. Go in, keep on rubbing the flour together with the margarine until your flour changes color. It's going to change the color into the margarine's color. It's going to become one thing. You are looking for a very well mixed flour and drama. I don't know what to call that, but please do watch and take some notes. Please watch and do as I do. Very simple, very easy, but you just need to be patient with this one. It's really not nice. It's not my favorite part when it comes to making scones. So this is how your flour should be looking like. Because my yellow bowl was too small for me to work in there comfortably, so I've transferred everything into this one. It's quite big and I'm able to go all in there with both my hands. Okay, this is what your flour should be looking like after rubbing it together. Remember, we are rubbing asipuku. That's what I will say in my language. Asipuku. You are just rubbing. You are not kneading it. You are not kneading. You are just rubbing. Keep on rubbing your flour. Keep on rubbing it together until you can't see any white. I don't know how to put it. Let me just say it in my language. Until lo flour wakho lo mhlophe ungasawuboni. So you just need to keep on mixing this together. Ungasabonakala lo flour wakho. This is what it should be looking like. This is what it should turn into. Okay, our flour is ready now for our next step. Okay, I'm going to beat 12 eggs into this bowl. Count with me, guys. Asibhaki amakhekhe womngqwabo ne. These are scones. These are the most beautiful scones ever. So I'm going to add in there 12 eggs, about a tablespoon of vanilla essence, and I'm going to mix that up together. Please watch, take notes. Ask me questions on the comments. I'm here to answer all your questions. Okay, after mixing that together, add your ultramel. It can be any your custard. It can be any brand. Your ultramel, your classic, any brand is fine. So I'm going to add in the 1 cup of my custard. That is 250 mils. Ne? All right, then I'm also going to add in another cup of Amasi, Nkomazi. Ne? I'm sure we all know what this is. I'm going to add in another cup of Amasi, just 1 cup, and I'm going to mix that together. No milk, guys. I did not add in any milk. I'm going to mix this together, and as I mix it with my flour, the consistency will let me know if I need to add more Amasi or if it's okay. Ne? So it's better that you put little by little so that you can be able to work with your dough. Otherwise, you put too much and you won't be able to work with it. Okay, so we're going to put our, or rather to pour our wet ingredients into our dry ingredients, and I'm going to go in there with my hand. Please keep an eye into my hands. Angibuki. My hand is so soft. You need to go in there and fold it up. Your hand must not be stiff. Your hand must not be too hard. Don't go in too hard. Otherwise, your scones won't come out as fluffy and fresh as we are looking, or as we expect them to be. So as I am doing, I'm just gonna go in with my hand, and I can see that my wet ingredients are not enough, so I'm just going to add Amasi bit by bit until I am happy with the texture or the consistency that I am looking for. Tip number 2, guys, please, I beg you, do not knead. Just go in there with your hand. Just keep on folding that dough. Keep on folding it until it becomes one thing. Keep on folding until you don't see that Amasi. Keep on folding until the flour and your wet ingredients are one. That is what we are looking for. Do not be too hard on the flour. Do not overwork it. The moment you overwork it, that's the moment you are going to miss the whole point of having the most beautiful fluffy scones. Okay, this part is not very nice. It just needs you to be patient. It needs you to go all in there. Take your time. Take your time. Don't rush it. Just keep on folding. Keep on folding. Keep on folding. If you feel like you are tired, it's better you rest than going all in with both your hands. Then it's going to overwork your dough. So as I'm doing, I'm just going to keep on folding my dough like this until I get what we are looking for. Stay tuned, and please do take notes of all my tips. Okay, this is what your dough should be looking like after folding it in. All right, moving on to the next step. In my chopping board, I'm going to dust it with flour. This is because I want to avoid my dough from sticking on the chopping board. I just love working on a chopping board because it makes it easier for me to cut my dough. Okay, so I'm going to scoop in my dough, about 2 or 3 scoops depending on how much space you have there available to work on, because I wanted to show everything on the camera. So I'm just gonna do it bit by bit until I am done. Okay, so I have laid my dough there and I've pressed it down a bit. I did not roll it because I want fluffy scones and I don't want to overwork my dough. And I'm using this glass as my cookie cutter because I do not have one. Okay, so I'm just gonna go in there and cut my scones as I am doing. Please do take note. Very simple, very easy. As I'm cutting them, I'm putting them into my baking tray. Okay, guys, in a dish, separate one, put in 2 eggs and a bit of milk and mix that together. You are going to use this to brush your scones so that you get that golden brown color. Okay, this is the mixture we are looking for, and I'm going to go into my scones with the brush. Don't press the brush too hard on the scones, just softly brush your scones like I am doing, and this will be now ready to go into the oven. All right, So before I started baking, before I started mixing anything, I have preheated my oven into 180 degrees. So my oven is ready to welcome my tray. It's already hot. The moment my tray goes in there, my scones are going to start baking immediately. This is the trick also to baking. You don't want your stove to start heating up while the cookies are there and waiting for it to heat up. It just delays the process and it changes the texture or the feel that you are looking for. Okay, so in goes my scones into my oven, and I'm just going to bake this for about 30 to 40 minutes. Okay, let's check our scones now. Oh, how does that look? How does this look? Very simple, very easy, straight to the point. These are scones that we are looking for. Asi emangcwabeni. These are not your funeral scones. These are not your funeral scones. These are the scones that you serve to your visitors. Enjoy this with fresh cream and jam. And your cup of tea, of course. Thank you guys. Please don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you next time.